about the interquartile range. How do we find the interquartile range? The vocabulary is quartiles. These are the values that divide a list of numbers into quarters. So you'll have 4 different sections. A lower quartile is the median of the lower half of a set of data, and the upper quartile is the median of the upper half of a set of data. A review: the range is the difference between the greatest and the least values in a data set. And what we're looking for today, the interquartile range, is the range in the middle of the data. It is the difference between the upper and the lower quartiles in a data set. Okay, whenever we're looking for the interquartile range, the first thing we're going to do is order the data set from least to greatest. Second, we're going to find the median for the ordered set, which is noted as the Q2. After you find the median, you're going to split the data into halves. Step 4, find the median for the first half of the ordered set, and that is your lower quartile. Step 5, find the median for the second half of the ordered set, and that is your upper quartile. After you find your lower quartile and your upper quartile, you're going to subtract. Step 6, your interquartile range is equal to the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Wanted to show you a picture of the interquartile range as a visual. Remember that the quartiles are split up into 4 sections. If you have 4 sections, they're all 25% each. They're quarters. The interquartile range is the middle 50%, and you can find the interquartile range by finding the upper quartile, subtract the lower quartile. This is another visual using a set of numbers. After you find the median, you split the data into 2 halves, the lower half and the upper half. The median of the lower half is the lower quartile. The median of the upper half is the upper quartile. Let's look at an example. Our goal is to find the interquartile range of the following data. Always, 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 the first thing you have to do is put the numbers in order from least to greatest. So here are our numbers. If we were to put them in order from least to greatest, they would be like this: 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Now we're good to go. Remember, to find the interquartile range, you're going to have to look for 3 things. First thing is your median. You have to find your median so you can split your data into halves. Then find the lower quartile and the upper quartile. Alright, so let's go ahead and find the median. Remember that the median is the center of the data. So here's our data. Now we have to cross out until we get to the center. First, last, first, last, first, last. Now if you notice here, we have 2 numbers in the middle. You can only have 1 median. If there are 2 numbers, add together and divide by 2, which you're finding the mean of those numbers. So 4 plus 5 divided by 2. 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. You can also see that the number in between 4 and 5 is 4.5. So that would be the center. Okay, now we have to find the quartiles, lower and upper. So now that we know that 4.5 is our median, we know that we can split our data into halves from this point on, 4.5, our median over, and then also from 5 to 9. Now, if there is only 1 number in the middle, in this case we had 2, you do not include that number. But if there are 2, one number can go with the first half and the other can go with the second half. So let me show you. Here's how we can split them up. There are 4 numbers on the left side and there are 4 numbers on the right side. You have to have the same amount of numbers on both sides. Now, the lower half is the left of the median and the upper half is the right of the median. So now, remember that we have to find the lower quartile. The lower quartile is the median of the lower half. So if we bring down our lower half, we need to look for the center of the data. Cross out. We have 2 numbers in the middle, so we have to add them together and divide by 2. Whenever we do that, we get 3. If they're the same number, it will always be that number. So this is our lower quartile. Now we have to find our upper quartile. We need the lower quartile and the upper quartile to find our IQR. So let's look at the median of the upper half. Cross out, we see that we have 2 numbers in the middle, so we have to add them together and divide by 2. Whenever we do that, we get 7. This is our upper quartile. Now we have our 2 very important pieces of information. The upper quartile is 7, the lower quartile is 3. What is the interquartile range? That is what we're looking for. Remember that the interquartile range can be found by using the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. We found that to be 7 and 3. Whenever we subtract, we get 4. So in this example, 4 is our interquartile range. I want you to try this one on your own. Find the interquartile range of the following data.